if you keep saying that you're stressed, you're probably making a lot of bad decisions. And the reason for this is because we use stress as an umbrella term for negative emotion. So a lot of times in our culture these days, we don't say I'm disappointed. We don't say I'm overwhelmed. We don't say I'm scared. We don't say I'm frustrated, I'm angry. We say I'm stressed. And we use this expression as a way to indicate all of these negative emotional states. And for a lot of us, we don't even know that we're experiencing those negative emotions below the surface. We just sort of use stress as like this meta emotion to suppress or just not kind of investigate the other emotions underneath. And so we know we feel bad and we know that we're not doing great, like this isn't the ideal state, but we don't really have the language or the practice to identify exactly what we're feeling and why. The reason this is a problem is because we actually know from a lot of psychological research is that we make better decisions when we can be super granular with our emotions, with naming our emotions. And the reason for this is because emotions, specific emotions, have very specific solutions, right? So if I tell you that I'm stressed, there's really not a solution there. You can relax, you can try that, but for most people that doesn't work because stress is not the root cause of your issue. And you can try to do less, but that's also doesn't work because that's not the root cause of your issue. The root cause is usually some type of anger, sadness, or fear. And so when we say I'm overwhelmed, we're saying I'm scared that the things that are expected of me, I cannot fulfill. Like my capabilities cannot match what is expected of me. So there's solutions to that, right? Like we can ask for help, we can outsource some things, we can prioritize, we can delegate, we can take some things off of our plate, right? There's solutions. So that's a granular kind of emotional state, overwhelm. When we say I'm frustrated, I like to say that frustration is essentially little anger, right? And so with anger, we know that we typically feel angry when there is something or someone that is blocking our path to our goal, or when a boundary has been breached. Essentially, we feel like there's an injustice in the relationship in which maybe we're giving more than what we're receiving. And so again, that's a really important emotion to know about because this is warning you that maybe you're not engaging in a relationship that's fair. Maybe there's an obstacle that's on the way to your goal that you need to address, right? So these are actually really important emotions that are telling you really important information. And when you say you're stressed, that doesn't really help you understand what's going on. And that's why emotional granularity is so important to decision making, is because when we have these so-called negative emotions, they're actually really important data that's coming into our minds and bodies of what's going on, what our needs are, what our wants are, and also like what's going on in the environment around us. So overwhelm can be an important signal that, like this is not sustainable, right? And so you don't want to get into the situation where you just all of a sudden burn out and you can't do anything, because that's scary. So if you listen to the overwhelm and you actually mitigate some of those issues that are causing the overwhelm, then you can prevent that burnout zone. But if you go around saying I'm stressed, right, then you can never actually address those important emotional signals. So if you've ever wondered, like, why should we care about emotions? Like, that sounds stupid. This is why. Because they're actually really important data and they fuel really effective decision making. And you can't make good decisions without having a granularity in all emotions.